which is good because 4 matches are going to be the norm now. So I'm going to have to trial by fire here. So yeah, whenever I have Instigators versus Saviors, I always make Instigators red. I feel like it's a very good instigatey color. There's only like 10 colors I can choose from, so usually I make both of them this dark purple, but gotta work with what I got here today, and this is what I got. But actually, so interesting thing about these two teams, the last match that both of them played was against each other. The last match that these two teams played was they both made it to the playoffs of Division 3 last season, and they faced off in the semifinals. Saviors were victorious in that, and they played Misfits in the finals, but Misfits were victorious and ended up winning Division 3. That's why Misfits is a Division 2 team this season. Do they all have the same spray? I like that. We need one more. Oh, who's throwing? Who doesn't have the last spray? Oh, Pachimari, come on. So close. All right. Instigator's going to be our red team. Savior's going to be our purple team. Last match of the day. We're going to Ilios for the second time today. Not used to Ilios being picked a whole lot. You know, I will admit, it's a fun map to spectate, even though it's my least favorite map in the game to play. I do like to watch it, though. There's a lot going on. Chicken Boy going to be starting out on the Ramatra. Zimplier going to be on the Doomfist. I'm curious if this is Deja and they changed their battle tag. I'm not sure. Or if this is a new player. Because Saviors had a Doomfist player that played tank, I think, almost every match for them. And so it's just funny that they'd have another Doomfist player. I'm curious if it's Deja with a different battle tag or a completely new player. I don't know. Either way. They're new to me. Instigator's gonna cap first. Really nobody dead though. They just kind of pushed them back. Able to hold more with the Ramatra maybe than a Doomfist. The difference there. Charged punch for Zimplier. Ooh, big hit there. Almost gets Bree. Gloom want to help finish him off, but Chicken Boy is going to trade Gloom right out. So 4v4, Instigators still in control of the point. Purity gets Sai. And they might be able to flip it here with a double kill from Purity on the Tracer. Zimplier also going to get Frosty. Chicken Boy not going to go down without a fight, though. Still holding on to this. But eventually, Saviors will flip it at 42%. New player, I believe. They're new. Oh, cool. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate that. I love spectating Dooms. But the problem is, it always makes me want to play Doom instead of streaming. That's alright. Last match of the day, I'll survive. Thought about it. Cancels the punch at the last second there. We're going to have both tanks getting their ults at the exact same times here. Let's see who goes first. Purity going to get Sai. So good start for Saviors. Purity a double kill. Purity really heating up here. This DPS duo for Saviors is a big part of this team. It was the reason why they were so powerful last season and ravaged Division 3. And I believe, I mean, don't quote me on this, but I believe Purity and Gloom knew each other before joining Saviors, so I think they already have who knows how long of chemistry. Maybe they've played together for years. But, you know, knowing somebody and probably being on a team with someone you already know, imagine all that chemistry already built up, just instantly put into another team format. It's a big deal. And holy alt dump! Every single color of the rainbow exploding on my screen. Gloom gonna get 4 though throughout all of it. Couple kills from Instigators in the mix there, but Gloom searching now for the kill on their fellow Venture just to try and get the ace. Oh, Zimplier gonna snag it though. Second time we've seen an ace stolen right at the end. Sus and Gloom now both robbed of their ace today. I'm sure they don't care about that though as much as I do. It's just interesting from a casting point of view. So as a reminder, every single division is first to 2 maps, except for Division 1. Division 1 is first to 3 maps. Sai gonna go for the high noon, doesn't find anything there. And now the target of Gloom and Purity. When they play 2 dive DPS like that, they can just jump on you from out of nowhere. Instigators were really in control for most of this map, and then suddenly the Saviors just woke up. And they went full throttle and did not let off the gas. Savior's gonna snatch the point at 42% and not let it go. They're up 1-0. See if the Instigators swap anything here. Got the Hog now. That's what I'm used to Chicken Boy playing. Hog and Sigma is what I'm used to them playing a lot. Couple new players I haven't seen before. I've seen Just Say Sai, but I haven't actually... I don't think I've casted one of their games yet. And then Mayday also new to me too. So a lot of new players. It's been kind of the theme of the day. Pretty cool. No gifted subs for Spicy since through my game. What did I do? What did I do, man? Come on. Saviors are indeed cooking. Sai gonna match the Tracer. So we'll have a little bit of a Tracer duel here on Ilios. And this was Instigator's map pick, so that's also a big deal for Saviors. Just Say Sai gonna win the Tracer duel there, though. Maybe they were just finding the right TPS. Chicken Boy gonna help take down a tank and also get pink. And it looks like Instigators should be able to cap first again. Chicken Boy really starting to feel himself. Ooh, and the hook! Ah, just barely misses the head hitbox, which would have made it another pick, but it should be enough to force the two squishies back to capture the point. All alone right now, needs reinforcements. Chicken Boy, a one-man army. The leader of this team, I believe they are the owner of this team too, so... leading by example right there as they solo cap. And off the Doomfist now, going to be on the Diva. Exemplier. You're going to find Purity on the outskirts. Mayday also going to get Gloom, so that's both DPS down, just like that. Probably going to be an empty trip for Saviors. Might be a good idea to just give up and regroup. They might not have a choice in the matter as Chicken Boy hooks the tank into the well. The support's desperately trying to get out of here. And it looks like Instigators will be nice and let them back out. But this is nice, man. This is feeling like, I don't know if it's controversial to say it, probably the closest match of the day so far. Both teams winning their fights. It's looking good. It's looking exciting. And we know these teams are close. They were close last season too. In skill level. Chicken Boy gonna boop Gloom. With the ult, Chicken Boy really heating up on this Hog. Wondering why they even played Ramacha. Gonna get Exemplier again. That's twice the Diva was in mech and still hooked her down the well. Didn't even care. I mean, it's smart. If you wait out her boosters and then hook her in the well, it's no good than a ground tank like Ramacha or Hog. It's just gonna go straight down the well. All right, let's look at the ult situation because Instigator's well in the driver's seat right now. Bree's gonna have Overclock. Frosty also with the Nano. And all Saviors really have to work with on probably the last fight of this map is Rush. But Pink, a huge pick there, is gonna get Sai. I'm gonna go straight into the Kiriko ult. It's gonna be matched instantly though. And Chicken Boy finally goes down. And so now Saviors are gonna flip it at 98%. They had one ult and they used it well. But crucially, Instigators didn't use either of those ults that I said that they had. So they were like, if we're gonna lose this fight, let's lose it fast. It was honestly pretty smart. Don't invest into a losing fight. So now they're gonna have the ults economy and they just need to win one more team fight to tie this up. But if we think back to, the last round, Saviors, they took it and they did not give it up. It seems like Instigators are better playing when they have the point rather than trying to take it. But we'll see if they can fix that. Bree gonna go for the overclock. Some juicy squishies in the back. Almost gets Robin, but so many cooldowns thrown their way. Somehow survives with just HP. Sai's gonna finish off Robin though. Little assist from the DPS there. Purity in trouble as well. Pulse gonna land right in the middle of those two targets. Not gonna connect. So close. And two Hogs now. Exemplier on the Hog and Gloom had copied the Hog, so they are gonna back up. And this is what I was talking about. Now it's already over 50%. I'm not sure if it's Savior's ability to hold the point or Instigators having trouble retaking a point, but it's funny. It's like once Saviors are in control, they stay in control. Chicken Boy, guys, insane for real. Chicken Boy having probably the best match I've seen them play personally. Just one ult in the game. Oh, and it's huge for Chicken Boy. Purity gonna have to use this ult to try and stop them here. Buying some time for their tank to come back. Simply are probably gonna swap to something like Doom, because this is final fight. They're not gonna swap. But Gloom's gonna get a double kill. It might not matter. Now it's Gloom's turn to carry. Purity, the assist too. Mayday desperately trying to swing on these last targets, but it's not going to matter. Instigators are going to have the point ripped from them again after controlling it. But a nice close map. It's a lot easier to commentate the matches when they're close rather than one team just getting like beaten into the ground. So it's better for everyone. Better to watch, probably better to play, better to cast. So I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And obviously the play is going to be this huge 4K from Gloom. Almost got the 5th. Oh my gosh. This is why you test code. I didn't test any of the new code I wrote for all the automation for this stuff, and everything broke. So that's why, if it's been a little sloppy today, that's why. I apologize. All right, make sure to enter that raffle. Could be the last raffle of the day unless Instigators can tie us up and send us to map number 3. I'm gonna be real, I've never noticed this before. What is this? What's going on here? I've never noticed this. Bro's lost. What is that? It looks like it's like glitched too. Look at that. It's like, I don't know. Like look. It's like clipping. I don't know. I've never seen that. We test and prod, don't worry. It's always been how I've done it. And it's honestly, it's been pretty good, but then you'll have days like this where like one thing breaks the whole system and then then you're like, why did I test and prod? All right, here we go. Map number 2. Simply are going to be back on the Doom. Chicken Boy seems like they liked the Hog better than the Ramatra. Surprised we haven't seen Sigma from them yet. I do see a lot of Sigma from Chicken Boy usually, but maybe they have their reasons. Sai going to start off with a pick on Robin. We haven't seen as much Juno today as I thought we would see. I mean, I haven't played a lot of Overwatch since Juno came into the game, so I don't know how prevalent she is in matches, but from what I've heard from players who are, let's say, a lot better than me, they see Juno in like every game. So we've seen her only played like, and look, already gone. I haven't seen her play a whole lot. I'm gonna do my best to pronounce it. Thank you so much to Ratado the Rat for the follow. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, feel free to correct me. Thanks so much for tuning in to our debut matches. All right, Saviors on the payload, but they're going to be forced back a bit, losing some players there. But crucially, they got around this corner here. I mean, this corner is a big part of this map. You can hold this till the cows come home. So that could be big that they've already got that. Simply are going to swap and go to the Junker Queen instead. Ooh, Chicken Boy, I think it latched onto somebody, but they got slept at the exact same time. So big sleep from Robin there to save whoever got hooked. I heard the hook sound connect. I didn't see who it was. Sai in the back causing some trouble. Both teams running the tracers. I feel bad for the supports in the lobby. Gloom is going to get Sai as the opening pick here. Mayday is going to go ahead and use Nano. Frosty also going to use Kiriko ult. They're putting everything into this. They don't want to lose it here, and it's going to be good value. They just have to deal with the Nano Junker Queen, but I don't think Saviors have enough to push it in here. Maybe. Actually, hold on. Here comes Blade. It's going to slice up Ana, but here comes the reinforcements. I don't think they're going to be able to get it. Gets both supports, though. So actually, now that Saviors' reinforcements are coming, it might be all right. Such a back-and-forth fight. Such a close matchup it's been so far. Right now, no support, so Sai and Chicken Boy kind of out of luck. Luckily, Bree is back, and Bree has High Noon. We have ults for Instigators, but oh, that's going to hurt. Hog getting anti. Gloom's going to finish off Bree. And actually, after that really long fight, Saviors are going to be okay. They are going to get it.
My payload's moving. Pile on.
Fun team fight though. But Saviors really used everything they invested. Meanwhile, we've got both DPS ults ready to go for the Instigators. What's up? Earth to Psy. Maps this way. There you go. Dude's turning on every single cheat. He had his cheat panel up and he's just clicking all the buttons. Getting those wall hacks, the aim assist. I'm excited to see it. Boom, gonna get a double kill on the Genji. Could be a triple here in just a second. Nope, Purity gonna steal it. And man, look at that TPS duo from Saviors. That is what made them so lethal last season. I was actually a player in Division 3 at the time, and when I faced them, gosh, it was an absolute headache. It's the AFK strat, you turn invisible? What? What do you mean? Because I haven't seen other Tracers do that. You just don't understand it? I probably don't. Because yeah, there was another Tracer today. I think Turtle... Oh, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I think it's Turtle Boy was the name. They were doing that too on Tracer. They would literally stand still for like 20 seconds at a time. I'm like, what are they up to? Saviors now getting close to the last objective, and they have lots of ults to work with. They have both DPS ults and a Junker Queen ult. They're going to go ahead and use the Junker Queen ult now. Reusing that high noon. Templar could be in trouble. And it does land. Bree, big kill there. So they're going to be turned back. They didn't use their blade, but they used Pulse and the Junker Queen ult, so that's pretty big for the Instigators. They really only traded one ult for two, and ult economy is such a big deal. Saviors, though, they're going to get their support ults in the meantime, so now they are fresh and ready to re-engage. They can do Nano Blade, they can Nano Junker Queen. They have options. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, all Instigators have to counter is just Frosty's Kitsune ult. Not going to be able to use it as they get instantly deleted, and they are going to go for the Nano Blade here. Psy, the only one alive here, probably not going to be able to stall for very long. Instigators might have a touch, maybe, maybe not. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close, and they are not going to be able to touch in time. Warriors are coming in hot. Good bounce back. Wait, never mind. They won last map. Sorry. J4 balls. we're beyond J3. I missed the pulse. I didn't see it. I'm sure it was massive. You know, you never really notice the map geometry until you start floating around. They put a lot of detail into this game. Like, look, I bet you no one has ever looked at these these flowers up here. But it's pretty, man. Ever had salsa verde Doritos? I don't think I ever have. I've never been a Dorito guy, you know? Actually, most of my life, I was like, I refused to try them. And then one time we were completely out of chips. All we had was Doritos. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I was actually like kind of surprised. Like it was good. It was like, wow, this is really good. But I would still prefer like any chip besides this, you know? It's also Verde. That does sound fire. Everyone knows about the flower spicy? Okay. I'm sure. It was just the normal one. It was the red Dorito bag. Not the ranch one, cause I'm not really about ranch like that. No. I'm weird with dairy, man. I don't like cheese, I don't like ranch. Anything that's like expired dairy, dude, I can't do it. Cream cheese, oh, gross. Sour cream, awful. I'm weird. The only dairy I like is milk and ice cream. Everything else, bro, get that away from me. You guys are eating mold for real. I don't get it. All right, lots of swaps here from the Instigators, looking at a completely different look. I think every single player swapped their hero. Chicken Boy on the Orisa now, Bree on Echo, Psy on Sim, Mayday and Frosty on Kiri and Moira. Meanwhile, we're looking at the exact same thing from Saviors. Didn't change anything at all. We'll see if the Instigators can beat Saviors' time. Saviors did make it all the way to the end of the map. If Instigators don't make it to the end of the map, that is match. put that into my head. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just something to think about. I mean, when I leave a dish in the sink too long and it starts getting that black mold on it, I don't like get hungry. But I don't know. I feel like some of you cheese fans would start licking your lips. Turret gonna finish off Purity. Savior's being forced back Zimplier on the Orisa, the Zarya now, probably to counter the Orisa. Not gonna have much luck so far, though. Instigators turning over a completely new leaf on this attack. They are. Oh, that's gonna be big. I just wanted to shut up and watch that play because I knew that was gonna be a 3K the second that happened. Okay. No, I don't. Leave dishes in the sink until they get moldy. I was just trying to think of like a analogy, and that's what my brain came up with. I'm sorry. I'm not good at thinking on the spot. Chicken Boy going absolutely ham on the Orisa. Doesn't even care that the enemy tank is playing Zarya. Gonna get a long-range kill on Purity, but here comes Saviors with the answer. Zimplier gonna get Frosty, but in trouble themselves. Pink gonna try and keep them up. Both supports doing their best to keep up the Zarya, and they will. They're gonna succeed. Now the Ana in trouble. Man, Chicken Boy with the javelins, dude. What is the accuracy on that? It's looking nice. Also, is that like Doomfist Punch? Where if they hit the wall, like they take more damage? Because I swear it looks like they got hit by the javelin, didn't die, but then hit the wall and did die.
Bad guys.
It is. Thank you, Beanie. I did not know that, but I also have, I think, 12 seconds on Orisa total. So that makes sense. All right, couple ults for Instigators here. They're going to have Coalescence and whatever the sim wall is called. I don't remember the name of that ult. We'll see if they can use it. They are getting close here, but this is also a big choke point. On Rialto, you can hold this corner for minutes and minutes and minutes. And now, here comes the Orisa ult online, but Frosty is respawning, crucially. We'll see if they go all in. It looks like they are. I can tell Chicken Boy debated ulting right there. Decided not to. Another Javelin landed, though. They do not miss Javelins all of a sudden, but it's not going to be enough. Mayday will get Gloom on the way out, but they were starting really, really hot, and now things are starting to slow down a little bit. But, I mean, that is kind of what happens if you can't get it right around this choke. The other team is going to use it and hold it. Photon Barrier? It is. Thank you. Thank you. I swear, I know the abilities of like, everything in this game, but then you like start casting the match, and then it's like, what is that called? I swear, I like forget alt names, and I'll just be like, Sojourn alt, and they have Zen alt. Oh, I can tell Chicken Boy wants it. They're gonna go for it. Ooh, good plays there, though, from Saviors to get out in time. Bree is not gonna let Robin escape, though. We have a couple ults from alive members of Saviors. I don't think they're going to use it. I think they're going to probably just let him have this, especially as Bree takes out Pink. They're probably just going to let this one go, prepare for the third checkpoint. They can still win. The Saviors can. They keep them... Oh, never mind. Here comes Bob. But not for nothing. They're going to force Bree to use their ult. And actually, hold on. I'm really showing myself to be the low elo shitter that I really am. That was a huge play. Purity, big play there to throw Bob in there, and is going to give time for their team to come back. I thought it was kind of a throw, but I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You know it's going to be a good close game when Instigators take it to Rialto. Do you? Is that a thing? I think Smelly might know more about this league than I do. But they've had enough. The Instigators come right back. Bree wanting more, forcing back the remaining Saviors. And here we go. Instigators do not have a chance to finish with a faster time bank, but they still have a chance to send this to overtime. They need to get it to the end of the map, though. Otherwise, this one's over. see if they can get revenge for the semifinals last season. Double kill for the Saviors, though. Sai does find the tank, though. Could be big. Chicken Boy's still alive. They still have a tank. Well, they did. They did have a tank. And they are going to be forced to back up. Minute 30 now. No ults really in the game at all, but actually everybody on Instigators is just probably 10%, 20% away from ults. It's very possible they could build their ults. Oh wow, Robin on Mercy now. It's very possible they can build their ults at the start of this fight and then just unleash 5 ults on them. Here comes one. And if they do that, it'd be enough to get it to the end of the map. And here they come. Once Sai gets their ult too, they're gonna have all 5 ready to go. Re-popping overclock. Giving some space. Chicken Boy has theirs ready. Sai has theirs ready. Frosty has theirs ready. They just have to use them right. And here it comes. They're just going to dump ults. They're just got to push this in here. Finish with time. And they do. We're going to overtime. Smelly was right. It's going to be a close game when Instigators take it to Rialto. And I'm going to run to the bathroom because this game is super long. But that's good. Not complaining. Be right back.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Just in time. I don't know how they were supposed to work against Zarya, but it worked. It did work. They made it work. They made it work, and it seems like they are going to continue going for it. Instigators are going to be up first. And they have a much shorter time bank, just 1 minute. Meanwhile, Saviors are sitting on a 3-minute time bank. They have to get good value here, otherwise they are going to have a real tough defense when this swaps. Instigators playing to send it to a map 3. Saviors deny them. Saviors going to win their first match of the season 2-0. Here comes the corner of truth, though. This is where you'll really be tested, and unfortunately their Bastion's respawning. So they might lose a couple players while they wait for Bree to get back here, and that's what happens. They're going to lose Mayday. Sai also getting very low. No mercy to be found from Saviors, holding this corner. And slowly the Instigators are starting to go down. They're swapping to faster characters to try and get back here. But that's Zarya getting charged. And that's not going to help as the Zarya is getting over 70 now. Reinforcements are coming in, though. They do have all 5 back on the payload. Saviors did have a chance to wipe them off completely, but we're not able to do it. And now they're getting close to some ultimates. Kitsune from Pink. Gonna try and put it into it. Purity double kill on the Hanzo. Using Beat just to touch payload. But it's over. They've got them. Now, it's all up to Instigators and how well they can hold this corner. It's gonna be tough because the payload didn't even really get around the corner, so you can't even really use it. You gotta hold them close for a long time. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be tough.
Initiating match.
We'll see. I wonder if they run like some crazy comp with like Torb and Symmetra. That's what I would do if I was in comp. Let's see what they've got cooking. Ooh, okay, well they are switching things. I like the Junkrat here. Swapping supports completely too. I almost wonder if Mercy would be good, because like gives you just another chance. Someone dies, you know, you might be able to bring them back. It's like you lose one person, spawns this far away, like that's basically game. It looks like they've got a different sort of vibe. We're gonna see completely different supports. Mayday and Frosty swapping it again. Lots of heals though. Lifeweaver, I mean, that is a lot of healing, a lot of sustain. But they have a big task up ahead of them. Meanwhile, Saviors just need to get around this corner, and they are starting their season with a bang, going 1-0. And Zimplier gonna start it off, and that's what I was saying. One pick, and this is all gonna go down real quick. Oh no, oh lord, that's awesome. That's the fastest DC we've ever had. All right. Well, hold on. Mayday gets Purity. Hold on. Hold your horses. And they almost get Zimplier right there on the Zarya. Is Sai gonna find Gloom? But Robin's nade is gonna take down Bree. There they go, opening the door against for Saviors. I mean, Saviors have much faster spawns. Purity gonna get Sai. It's all probably coming to an end right here. Still 2 minutes in the time bank too. There goes Frosty. And just like that, Saviors are gonna win their debut matchup. But it was a fun one to watch. And always big respect to these two teams. These teams are always very respectful and very humble. And I appreciate that. It makes my life a lot easier. So, big shout out to both these teams. GG's. Saviors starting off with a bang. You wagered on Saviors. Here comes your channel points. I'm going to finish the last raffle.